Hello again, it's Chad Broshears with Ascending to Total Maturity and Go Figure Holistic Personal Training. So today I'm going to talk to you about character. How do you establish your character? And your character is, you've heard this before, I'm sure, and if not, I'll be happy to introduce it. And that is that your character is what you do, not what you say. So if you want something, it doesn't matter what it is. You can say you want it all day long, but if you do nothing to achieve it, you have done nothing to have it. You've done nothing more than want. Want does not fall into action. Want is the compass that sets the needle in direction for your goal to accomplish. So yes, want and desire is fine whenever it comes to wanting to get somewhere, but you don't arrive someplace wanting it. You will just arrive there. You get there by way of action. So if you want something, stop talking about it and go get it. So character is defined by what you do, not what you say, unless of course you're congruent with what you do and what you say are the same thing. So with this, defining your character simply means that what are you doing? Now, this is in every aspect of our existence. By the way, this is the same topic that you'll find woes in, where people are upset that, they say, oh, this preacher or this priest touched this child. Their character is out of congruency with what they say they're doing, because, well, actually what they say they're doing is out of congruency with what their character is doing, because they're repressed and they have to find sexual satisfaction. So it's a deep conversation. I'm not going to really pull the lid off that can too much. But as far as really going over character, is a lot of people say they want to be in a really great healthy relationship, and then they go around basically setting fire to everything they touch because they believe they're not part of the relationship's problems. They believe that they're the one that's the victim, and they keep meeting the wrong person. So they meet the wrong guy, they meet the wrong girl, whichever it is, and they want to blame the other persons. So they play the victim role, and they instantaneously make the other person into a villain. Now here's a paradoxical twist. If there's a misunderstanding, which I can guarantee you that pretty much every time there is, but this gets to be an in-depth conversation when it comes to misunderstandings, because there's a superficial value, then there's the depth value, and I'm not going into that right now. But if you're in a relationship with somebody and they seem to keep being the same type of person, just a different name, why do I keep meeting these jerks? Why do I keep this? Why do I keep that? They're not looking back at themselves about who they're being in the relationship. They're usually saying they want something, but their actions are not congruent with what they're saying. So they say they want a really healthy relationship with, that perfect person. We'll use, if we need, we'll use a woman in this scenario. She wants this knight in shining armor, and she keeps meeting this guy that, he seems great in the beginning, he's a little possessive, and then he turns into a jerk. Well, her actions are absolutely uniform to continue to activate that in another person. So she's not going to find the person that she says she's looking for appealing, because that person doesn't have the attributes that she really is drawn towards, what she's accustomed to, what she's become comfortable with. That doesn't mean that she's desiring it, but yet she is. Like, it doesn't mean she's going to say she desires it. She does, though, because that's who she's with. She keeps finding that person. And this happens in all relationships for almost every person that I've ever met, is because they don't really want to put the work back into themselves, or they don't have the ability to see that it's actually them. But you'll hear it, but they hear it in such a cliche way that they think, oh, well, the problem is, I'm the problem. But there's no attempt for work there. There's no attempt for desire to develop. There's no attempt to find out what that is that they say the problem is. So if you keep finding that same person, it's you. You are the one finding that person. If you want to date somebody different, this is the simplicity of it. And this is how you activate your character in dating someone, is be the person you wish to date. So if you want somebody catering and somebody caring, be catering and be caring. You'll find out pretty quickly if the person fits or not. but you are going to be doing something different rather than saying something different. And you're going to be lining up what you're saying you want with who you're being. So if you want somebody who's adventurous, well, be adventurous. Don't wait for the cavalry to show up, because I got a news for you. The cavalry ain't coming. You're it. So get on your horse and ride. Yeah, that could be a fun analogy. But so be the change. Be the person you wish to date. If you want to really be in love with somebody, be in love with you. And other people can't help but want to love you because you love yourself. You don't meet them with upset. You don't meet them with arguments. You know, that's a video in itself. And actually, I will make a video on that later. So as far as this goes, is simple. Be the person you wish to be with. Or if you want something in your life, stop saying you want it and start taking actions on getting it. If you don't know where to go, pick up a book. Hire somebody who is proficient at that. Find somebody who has accomplished it. Read behind those types of people. Do something. Stop sitting around and complaining, because you doing that only teaches other people around you that you like to complain and you like to have wonderful ideas, but you do nothing to facilitate those ideas. Just like my series of videos up to this point have all been just swinging out, man. I mean, I've got a lot to say, and in person, I seem to have a gift of really motivating and making my way through the experiences that people are having and helping guide them into a different direction. So this is unique. I'm not speaking to somebody directly. I'm speaking to a camera right now. I know there's an audience, but your audience isn't there at the moment. So it's a challenge, but it's not too big of a challenge, but it's something, and it's just something to address. So my way of addressing it is, I know I didn't know much about it, and now I'm going after it. I'm doing to put my character in play and stop saying I want to do it and just do it. So with that, character. I watch all people in my life by what they do. They can say what they like, and I accept that they want something. But for me, that falls into the category of hope. Hope means that you want something, but you have absolutely no way of getting there, but you're hoping it happens. Whenever you actually have a clear path on how to get there and you have action taking place, you no longer say, I hope. You say, that's where I'm going. So if you sit there and you catch yourself using hope in language, recognize that you don't have a clear way of making it work. You're throwing your hat up in the air and hoping that it lands the way that you want it to land. You're not getting where you want to go. It's by chance. It's not by action. And you can still have chance by action, but that's whenever you don't know how to accomplish. So that's a conversation in itself too, because hope is to me, it can be a disabling conversation. It can be a pathology in itself if it's misused. It has a place. So same thing as luck, chaos, all the rest of these wonderful things. So, by the way, when I say wonderful, I mean wonder and full of wonder. Not, yay, thank you for giving it to me, but yet I still am that person. Hardships come and I'm still grateful that they're there because they let me know where I'm going and what lessons I need to know in order to achieve that. So, anyhow, guys, character. If you want something, say it. Don't say it all the time. Put action in place of where you're saying it and just do it. All right, guys, thank you very much for your time. Again, it's Chad Broshears with Go Figure Holistic Personal Training and Ascending to Total Maturity. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Enjoy. Let me see your character, will you?